Look at the last 3 things you bought. Now ask yourself, did you actually want them? Or did you buy them because you're trapped in a silent, invisible financial cult? Right now, you're making financial decisions that feel like total common sense. But here is the terrifying truth. The crowd is almost always wrong at the exact same time for the exact same invisible reason. And if you keep doing what's normal, you are guaranteed to end up exactly like everyone else, quietly stressed, drowning in debt, and pretending everything is fine. In the next 4 minutes, we're going to dismantle the psychological trap that is secretly draining your net worth. By the end of this video, you will never look at your bank account or your friends the same way again. Think about the last time you bought something because it just felt obvious. Hold that memory in your mind. We're coming back for it. Robert Cialdini, the legendary researcher of human influence, called this social proof. It's brutal. When we don't know what to do, we don't think, we look sideways. This works fine when you're picking a busy restaurant. It is catastrophic when you're deciding how much house you can afford. But here's the twist. You aren't copying the whole world. You're copying a tiny circle. The 8 to 12 people you actually see, your coworkers, your closest friends, the neighbors with the clean cars in the driveway. That is your brain's entire comparison pool. And guess what? Those 8 people are in your exact income bracket, carrying your exact level of debt, and making the exact same quiet, stressful compromises every single month. When you follow them, you're not following wisdom. You're just looking into a mirror dressed up as a role model. It gets worse. Researchers studying her behavior found something deeply uncomfortable. Humans don't just copy good decisions. We copy disastrous ones with even more enthusiasm. In biology, this is called herding. For thousands of years, doing what the tribe did kept you alive. But that survival instinct doesn't have an off switch when you're about to sign a lease on a car you cannot afford. Take credit card debt. The average household is carrying over $6,000 of it. That didn't happen because millions of people made separate, isolated mistakes. It happened because we slowly normalized spending right up to our absolute limit, simply because we watched everyone else do it. The floor of what felt reckless kept rising, because the crowd's floor kept rising. Let's make this personal. Think about a purchase you made in the last 6 months. You told yourself it was justified. You told yourself it's just what people like me do. That feeling? That comfortable, reasonable feeling? That is exactly what the trap feels like from the inside. It doesn't feel like mind control. It feels like good judgment. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman proved that we are incredibly bad at evaluating our own reasoning. When a decision feels socially normal, your brain completely skips the step where it checks if normal is actually a good idea. Normal becomes your proxy for right. But let's ask the hard question. Are the people you are copying actually where you want to end up? The fix isn't to become a contrarian rebel. Doing the exact opposite of the crowd is still letting the crowd control you. The actual shift is just one question. Before you tap your card or click buy, ask yourself, is this choice coming from my actual plan, or is it coming from an ambient sense of what someone in my position is supposed to have? That's it. One question. That is the pattern interrupt. Because the crowd is going to keep spending, rationalizing, and looking sideways for approval. And the crowd is going to end up with average results. Average isn't a tragedy, but you didn't click on this video because you wanted to settle for average. Remember that purchase we talked about at the start of the video? The one that felt so obvious? Look at it right now. Does it still feel like your choice? Let's test this. Drop a number in the comments. What percentage of your spending last month was a conscious, planned decision versus spending that just felt normal for someone like you? Be brutally honest. The crowd is not a financial strategy. The second you start questioning them, you stop following and you start leading. If this video made you pause and look at your own habits differently, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps get this message out to more people who are ready to break out of the crowd. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.